Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to the Gav Goes In podcast. Don't forget to smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Gav Goes In. I got man like Lens on. What are you saying, Lens? All good?
Nah, I'm blessed, you know. It's hot though. I'm hot, bro. I'm hot.
Hot day, man. Hot day. Yeah, it's a rare one for England, I suppose, isn't it?
Don't get me started on England, bro. I'm emotional at the moment. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's caught me
Okay.
deep.
Yeah, I mean, well, as I said, man, like have you been watching the Euros though? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching the Euros and trying to catch up
Yeah.
with the Copa America too.
Okay. Okay. I think Brazil played last night, didn't they?
Yeah, I was sleeping last night. I
How
couldn't
was it?
catch up with that one.
Okay, man, cool. Just want to say, man, thanks for coming on. As I said, man, obviously I know we've been having like a little back and forth,
In the comment section.
in the comment section. Do you know what it
Yeah.
is? It's what it's about. You know, we're not all meant to be agreeing on all the points. And myself, you know, I like dialogue as long as it's kept respectful.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone's free to say what they want to say, and for me, it's about debating it, man. So yeah, as I said, man, just thanks for coming on again. Um, so we're gonna get started. Um, tell me what you think about the Euros so far. Like, who's your team to watch out for? And who you think are the likely winners of the Euro 2024?
From watching the games,
Mm,
still my favorites are France.
okay.
Just because the pace that they have, because they can inject it into the game at any point in time. When I'm
Mm,
watching a lot of like Spain or Italy,
yeah.
or Portugal or even England, the game slows down and they don't stretch it as well. So I've noticed
Mm,
they've been really good at that. My surprise package would be Holland,
okay.
but I don't, if I'm being honest, I don't think they're going to make it all the way to the finals.
Mm,
But this Euros is playing out as expected, more or less.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, like yourself, man. France. I think France are my favorites. You know. I think France got a lot of quality in their attack in terms of, you know, I like Griezmann a lot. I think Griezmann's a top player.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got Mbappe, who's now the captain. Obviously, he's broke his nose. I think Olivier Giroud is underrated for me. I don't know why he's not been starting. I think Marcus Thuram, for me, ain't good enough. And I think he's only playing because of his dad, really. You know, I don't rate him at all, to be fair. So, yeah, it's I'm not quite sure why he's starting ahead of Kolo Muani. I know he hasn't been playing that well either. But
Yeah.
uh Dembele's on the right as well. And I thought Dembele would have had at least a bit more of an impact for France. I watched him in the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Um and I thought he might have produced a bit more, but he's been a bit quiet.
I mean, so
Then
far, Kante's been their number one player.
he has. And to be honest with you, I didn't expect Kante to like when he was in the squad, I was surprised, but I think he's meant to be starting. So I thought he might have been Chouameni and Camavinga.
Yeah.
Camavinga's yet to feature. See, Chouameni played the other night, but yeah, man. I think France, obviously, with their experience, you know, I think at the back with William Saliba, they look pretty solid. You know, obviously Mike Maignan in goal as well.
What about
Um,
Upamecano?
Upamecano, Mr. Liability.
Yeah.
I think with Upamecano though, I think if he's got someone like Saliba who's a calming presence, I think Upamecano might get away with it. You know what I mean?
Nah, you know
Um,
what I think it is? I think Saliba has to adjust to him
yeah,
because he's gonna go off and attack the ball and run wild. He's gonna vacate his position. That's just gonna
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
How they do defensively will be determined by what Saliba does.
Mm,
How because he has to organize the defense at the end of the day. So long
yeah,
as he can take that on,
mm,
I think they'll be all right because they've got the pace to handle transitions.
yeah, yeah. I
So I
agree.
think they'll be.
I mean, what I would say though, yeah, I think you're right. I think because Kunde's playing right back, and you got
Mm,
Teo Hernandez, I think yeah, they've got the recovery pace. So Upamecano can afford to attack the ball a lot more often,
yeah.
knowing he's got that insurance at the back, as well as having Mike Maignan as well, who's one of the best sweeper keepers in the game. He can come and clear things up. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think their balance is fine. I mean, it's not the France team that I think's the strongest. You know, you're missing Obviously, most notably their best player in Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
Anthony Martial, who's arguably one of their best attackers. And then you've got obviously Rafael Varane, obviously he's retired. And then you've got other players as well that have been in the squads previously that obviously haven't been chosen. But I think with France's experience, I think I'd expect them to get to the semi-finals along with Spain. I think Spain have been very impressive. I like Spain's midfield. I think many people probably didn't know too much about Fabian Ruiz coming into the tournament, but Fabian Ruiz was always highly rated within Spain when he was at Real Betis, and obviously now he's at PSG.
Okay.
We've got
I didn't even caught most of their games. I haven't caught them.
Yeah, they've won all their games so far.
I know.
And,
I can hear every time they score outside. I can hear them going crazy.
yeah. No, they've been doing well, man. I think again, I think in terms of their style of play, Spain obviously like keeping the ball.
Yeah.
But I think they've got Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams who are providing the pace, and especially in Yamal, he likes to isolate one-on-one. He can go either side, and for me, the way he's playing, this is a future star in the making.
You know what we haven't mentioned? Germany.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, we'll get onto them. We'll get onto them because I said from the beginning, I think they at least make the semis on home soil. So but yeah, no, I think just going back to Spain, I think with Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, they haven't really had that kind of pace on the flanks before, in a sense,
Yeah, they tried it with Traore, but never worked.
Yeah. Traore is he's a bodybuilder playing football, man. Let's be honest. So yeah, he's no way should be in that squad, and thank God he's not. But I think with so I'm a big fan of Ansu Fati, who what Lamine Yamal's doing now is what Fati was doing, but injuries have kind of killed him at the moment. But hopefully Ansu Fati can rediscover at Barcelona next season, and then hopefully get himself back into that Spain squad. But I think Spain for sure, man. With that midfield, I can see them. I can see them going all the way. Really, the only team that's won all three of their games as well.
Not by much though.
Huh?
Not by much.
Sorry, say again. Sorry.
Not by much. It's not like they're clean sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I think against Croatia, I think if Croatia were a bit more clinical, that game could have ended 3-3, if I'm honest. But yeah, I think so far, man, we have to just give them their props and say, yeah, they've done what they had to. Obviously, tougher tests are going to come, but at the moment, I think for sure that they're the outstanding team at the moment. Germany, what do you think, Germany? A bit of a wobble the other day.
For me, the most impressive thing about Germany is their midfield. I know everyone's going to say Musiala and the options they have off the bench, but for me, even someone like Emre Can, and you've got Cruz, because you've got such experience in the middle.
Yeah.
And I can see that carrying them through a lot of games. Because they've got players who just know how to do it. Like when it hits the fan, they just know how to dig deep. But for them, it'll depend on how clinical they are in front of goal.
Yeah.
Heavily. Yeah. They've got the players to do it. And
what do you think of Fulkrug?
Fulkrug, which one? I don't know that one.
So Fulkrug is the striker that's been he come on and bagged the other day against who did they play against? Who was their last game against?
I have to check that one.
Who did they play? Oh, Switzerland. Yeah, he's the one that scored against Scotland. Yeah.
I didn't watch that game. I was watching a different one.
Oh, you're watching the Scotland one. Scotland and Hungary.
I had to. You know why? You know why though? You know why?
Why is that?
Okay, two reasons. One, the Liverpool players. So I wanted to see how they
Robinson and Dominic, yeah.
Two, I felt like that game was more compelling in terms of the result. Like it mattered more to each side.
Yeah.
So that's how I've kind of picked the games. Like I've tried not to just watch
the obvious ones.
Stellar, yeah.
Yeah, I think what I was doing, I was flicking in between both of them. And obviously, I think the Germany game finished before, And then obviously when I switched over with the Falkirk, just scored the header. Then obviously I put it back onto the Scotland game, and then I think obviously it was harsh because when the ball got dropped into the from the corner, I immediately thought it was a foul on McGregor, and then obviously ref didn't give it, and then they went up there and scored, which was
Who was it that went through? Who was it that went for on goal for Scotland, and it looked like a penalty?
I can't remember his name. It wasn't Shay Adams, was it? No, it was.
No. You'd come off by then.
Lawrence.
I can't remember his name, but when I saw it, I was like, I can see he's trying to buy the penalty.
Oh, it was Stuart Armstrong.
Yeah. It looked like a penalty, though. It looked like a penalty.
Yeah. It could have gone either way, really, but I think, I think probably because of the way he went down, you know, it might have been classed as a bit like over the top. But I think they were unlucky. But I think with Scotland, obviously, there's not a lot of quality in their team, so they're all going to be up against it. You know what I mean? And then to get done with the sucker punch at the end, which is it's a bit of a
but would you say that Hungary has like much more quality than they do?
You know what I would say. Yeah? You know what I would say, because it's funny you should say that, because I think with Hungary, for me, if Hungary know we're going to win it, but they're one of them teams, like as with a lot of them Eastern European teams, these guys fight to the final whistle, and they've got a couple of players in there that on the eye you think, they're not that great, but they've got a couple of players that will do something in moments, you know, like obviously Szoboszlai, and then you got the guy, I think he plays in Germany, called Adam Salai, who set up the goal.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce all their names. I know I'm going to mess up.
I'm quite